All right, so my IIPP says I have a safety committee. Cal OSHA reads that and they go, prove it. Tell me that they're actually a committee. But Cal OSHA is going to expect you to have these 7 attributes or characteristics. These are the things that your committee has to be doing to be deemed a committee. Okay? I've heard safety professionals tell contractors, don't start a committee, OSHA's going to get you. Why? Right? Why, as a safety professional, would you say, don't do this? Look at this list of things that your committee is going to be doing. Okay? You're going to be reviewing worksite inspections. You're going to be reviewing accident investigations. You're going to investigate hazards. You're going to evaluate the suggested hazards of employees. Okay? You're going to make sure that any problems, those problems are abated. This is what your committee is going to do. Why would you ever tell somebody not to do this? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe that organization wasn't ready to do this and do it right. But as a safety person, I would want to say, you want to do a safety committee? Let's do it right. Let's look at what's expected and let me help you do it right. This is why I love safety committees. As an organization, you get to focus on things that usually one person is looking at. But you get a whole committee doing it. I get questions about who should be on the committee. Last time I shared this, somebody was like, that looks expensive. There's a lot of big, important people in that meeting. Your organization is going to be elevated to a level that is going to make you so much more profitable. When you start looking through that lens of leadership, accountability, and how you communicate, when you're doing stuff like this, you're going to have people flocking to your organization because they want to work for you. Upper management needs to be in there. Why? Everybody else needs to see they're engaged. Everybody else, they need to hear what everybody else has to say. This person should actually do very little talking in the safety committee. They should do a lot of listening. Upper management in this safety committee should do a lot of listening. Middle management has to be there. This is where a lot of breakdown is in organizations if you have middle management. You might not have middle management. So I'm thinking, let's just call this your owner. This is your foreman. This is your roofer. This might be your superintendent who's in the office but checks on jobs. They're in the office. That's your middle management. This is a tough job. And I think the breakdown is here. I think Simon Sinek is who gave me this idea, and I've seen it. I've seen it in the committees I serve on. That these people here were really good at doing roofs. They were really good at doing the job. They got promoted. And they were really good at managing the people who did the job and doing the job with them. But then they got promoted here, and they don't know how to lead. They don't have the skills to lead. They were just really good at this, then they were good at that, and they got put here. And now they're trying to communicate with upper management and the field on very important topics. Communication and accountability break down at that level in my experience on these committees I serve on. So middle management's going to be in there. Field management, you can't bring in all your foremen. You can't bring in all your roofers. But you're going to have them rotate throughout the year on this committee. We need their input. They need to be heard. And they need to see us reacting to their feedback. We need to try new things. We need to really consider it. I've been in a meeting where these folks were speaking up. They were giving very good, valuable feedback, and upper management shut it down. I had to speak up and say, what he meant was, and try and soften that a little bit. Because he shut it down, and what I saw happen, the look on this guy's face was like, I'm not saying another word in here. That's why I say this person needs to just do a lot of listening. We're not agreeing to anything in this meeting, usually. We're getting the feedback. We're talking about solutions. And then we can come up with a solution that everyone can live with. But this is who should be on your committee. This is going to elevate your organization when you talk about safety and risk management, because this is where your vision is going to be identified. This committee is going to have a vision, the why. And the communication, being able to communicate the why from this meeting all the way down is not easy. But you have to do it. And this is a committee that will expose all those weaknesses and make you aware of where we're weak and where we need to fortify our organizations. Right? We have a lot of weaknesses. We don't ignore them. That's where we're going to get burned. We have to focus on our weaknesses and fortify them. Fortify them, strengthen them. And then those weaknesses, guess what? They just became a strength. Our committee is coming to life, and your IIPP and your safety program and your fleet safety is coming to life. You're going to see this disappear. Hopefully. Your middle management could be really good at this. Just hiding. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm faking it. I'm the weak link. They're afraid to speak up and ask for help. Create an environment that they can speak up. Don't make them speak up. Go to them. Ask them, how can I help you? Do we need to develop your leadership ability? Do we need to help you as a middle management leader develop a why? When you know your why, you become an expert. You become a cheerleader for that thing when you know your why. They're hiding because they don't know their why. They don't know what they're supposed to be doing. This is success. Everybody's bought in. Everybody's doing it. This is what we're looking for. So again, risk management and safety. You can focus on the what and the how, but why is most important. Identify your why. Help them see your why and develop their own why. And say, come along, follow me. Let's do this together. When things break down, you're not railing on anybody but yourself, looking in the mirror. You're looking at yourself. And when people see you working on yourself, they will follow. That's a safe person to follow. And I'm going to work on myself.